Good evening, and thank you all very much for coming out tonight and being a part of this. This is the junior high campus of Interlachen Junior Senior High School's band program. My name is Joe Hartley, and in front of you is the fourth period junior high band, and we'll be performing for you. And after we are finished, Mr. Irizarry's seventh period band will be coming up. As always, I would like to start this evening by thanking our county leadership, Dr. Surrency, and his administration for the support for all music in our county. This would not happen if we did not have a supportive administration, so we definitely thank Dr. Surrency. Obviously, our own administration, Mr. Helm and his crew, and particularly here at the junior high campus, I'd like to a special thank you to Ms. Reed and Mr. Thompson. Also to the faculty and staff, but most importantly to the parents and all the support family, extended, whoever that may be, for supporting these students and getting them here tonight and taking part in this. Music's really important, but this experience, the concert experience, is really what it's all about, and it gives them the complete picture. So thank you so much for letting them be a part of that and supporting them in that effort. So last time we saw you was at our Christmas concert, and we have grown a lot since then. These kids have been working really hard. So we're going to start our performance actually with some of our warm-up activities. And you might say, well, warm-up, why are we showing that? Well, that's something we need to learn, and we had to learn the elements of the warm-up to be able to do it. So the first couple of things we're going to play for you is what we call our B-flat 8. It's 8 notes based off of the B-flat concert scale. So we're going to do a few of those warm-ups for you right now. Plus, we're going to get a little warmed up. B-flat 8, 1, flat 7, back down. You guys give me quarter notes. You might need that. So what we just did for you was obviously playing the notes, and then the second time was working on something called articulation. Really big fancy word that simply means, are we going to tongue the note or not? Or do we just move without doing that? Simple concept, but sometimes training the physical body to do it the way we want it to do it, therein lies the trick. So that's why we work on that in those warm-ups. This next part that we're going to do is called our B-flat 5, so it's based off of the same key, but we're going to play 5 notes for you. And this one's more just about tone production. We're going to do it one time all together, but then we're going to do it a second time in 3 groups, and it makes them have to do chords and listen to people doing things other than their own note. First time's all unison. Okay, we've moved on, so we don't need to worry about it. Thank you. So then obviously we've been working on playing some exercises, applying it to quote-unquote real music. So we're going to play you one of the later just single exercises. Now what this introduced to our students was the concert A-flat and concert B-flat notes. Why is that important? Well, it also was teaching some of our players, the clarinets and the saxophones, not only those notes, but they had to learn an alternate fingering, meaning another way to do it. They already knew one way to do that note, but now they had to learn how to do it with a different fingering. So that's what this exercise helped accentuate. So this is line number 84. It's called Go for Excellence from our Standard of Excellence books. So then obviously we're up to much longer pieces, okay, a little bit more extended. But this first piece does start out still unison, so they're still all doing the same thing, but it does demand a lot more of them as far as stamina. So this is their first, other than the Christmas songs, but in this concert, extended piece, this is Sawmill Creek. Well, this next piece, goes beyond unison. We start actually doing some chords, and that demands even more of them than that. They have to be more independent. They're doing one thing and serving a function while somebody else is doing something else that makes the whole piece make sense. So this is going to be a band arrangement of a calypso song entitled Montego Bay. And as soon as we're done, we're going to have a brief transition. We'll leave the stage and concede the stage to Mr. Irizarry and the 7th period band. So there will be a slight transition, but please stick around for that. Thank you very much. Slight transition. We'll bring up the 7th period band. Thank you.
Thank you. So this is the 7th period band. It's a mix of 7th and 8th graders, some starting this year, some have been in band for, this is their 2nd year, and some, this is their 3rd year. So it's a nice little mix. We have a lot of fun. It's a small group, which allows me actually to give a lot of individual attention, which is really nice. Before we do start, I would like to, of course, thank our county. The Putnam County is great. I know that I have been taught a couple of different schools out of county, and coming back home, I actually went to school here. I know some of you heard this already. I went to school here. It's nice teaching in my middle school band room, and I'm glad to be back here at IJSHS to be teaching at my home. It is my dream job, literally. I said I wanted to do it when I was in 10th grade, and here I am. It's great to be here. So the county is fantastic. Mr. Surrency is a fantastic supporter of the arts, which, again, being out of the county, you don't actually get to notice that. And now that I'm here, we do get a lot of support. I'd like to thank the administration at IJSHS, Interlachen Junior Senior High School, which is now a mouthful to say, but it is fantastic. Mr. Helms is fantastic, and all the other administration. If you ever get a chance to talk to them and see them, they're just nice, and they love the students, and they want everyone to just succeed. It's fantastic. And of course, the parents, so thank you for the support that you give, okay? Just anything that involves music, try not doing that and see how much music is a part of our culture. And it starts here with the schools, and it spreads out, because it's not just performing music. There's so much more that goes into it. But again, it starts here. So thank you, parents, for all the support that you give your students and allowing them to be in band. And your students, your children, they're my students. and everything you do. But we also prepare, one of the things about doing a concert in March is that we prepare 3 pieces for judges. Now, we're not doing it this year. We're working the program back up to do that since we've combined into one school. The senior high just did that, and they did great on stage, and then they have to sight read some music. We're not doing the sight reading part for you. We're just going to do our 3 prepared pieces. They have to prepare 3 pieces, a march, and then what's called 2 contrasting pieces, which is usually a slow piece and a fast piece. So we're going to do that for you tonight. We're going to play 3 pieces. Our first piece is a march. It is entitled Flagstaff March. So we're going to move to our lyrical piece. So the next 2 pieces are what's considered the contrasting pieces. Like I said, something slow, something contrasting, so probably fast and more exciting. This is our slow piece. This is entitled A Childhood Hymn, written by David Holsinger. And he took the melody from Jesus Loves Me and wrote a little ballad. So this is A Childhood Hymn. to our last piece, I do want to take this opportunity to thank Mr. Hartley. I like listening to the first group. I see the growth. One of the first things that I noticed was the difference in the quality of sound. From the very first concert to now, they're starting to develop what we call a characteristic sound. A trumpet that sounds like a trumpet instead of like what I sounded like when I first started on my trumpet, right? You guys know the sound, okay? And they're starting to sound like the instruments are supposed to sound. The next thing I noticed, and this one is, you can ask my senior high students, it drives me crazy. Rhythm, 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 that steady pulse. And they have it. When they were playing those eighth notes, I felt that, right? Yeah, you know, okay? Eighth notes, and right in time, and I could feel that they, and it's a feeling. If you're a musician and you've played, you know that feeling when it's together and it locks in that rhythm, okay? The groove, the flow, whatever you want to call it, okay? You feel that, and I felt that with them. I heard that in their playing, so thank you. You're doing a great job, which just makes my job so much easier, okay? It's fantastic, so thank you. Round of applause for Mr. Hartley. So our final piece that we're going to do for you tonight is entitled Miller, and I like to write music, and my band director, as many of you, Mr. Albanese, okay, he was our band director. He was the one, I was fortunate enough to be the band director after him, and he actually helped me get the job, which I greatly appreciate. His son became a band director, and he interned for us here at the junior high and at the senior high, or middle school at that time, and high school. And then he took a job in Crescent City at Miller Intermediate. So I wrote a piece for him and his band, and this is the piece here. I thought it would be fun for us to do this. This is entitled Miller. Thank you very much. We hope you enjoyed the music tonight. Have a safe drive home and a great night. Thank you, everyone.